Me too. Okay.
You like that?
No, I don't feel comfortable. Thing is, my leg falls asleep. But that's the most comfortable position.
Okay, that's good.
All right. Yeah, but my leg's going to fall asleep like this because it's already half asleep.
Hey, Sanja.
Hey, Mr. Biffo.
What walks downstairs alone or in pairs and makes a slinkety sound?
A ghost with a chain around its ankle.
I forgot the next bit of the song that I was going to sing. A spring, a marvellous thing. Everyone knows it's Slinky, 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 blah, 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 blah. Slinky, Slinky, blah, 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 blah.
Slinky toys are fun toys. What walks downstairs alone or in pairs and makes a slinkety sound? A spring, a marvelous thing. Everyone knows it's Slinky. It gives a big lift when wrapped as a gift. A very likable toy. It's falling in place, brings smiles to your face. Something kids can enjoy. It's Slinky, it's Slinky. For fun, it's a wonderful toy. It's Slinky, it's Slinky. It's fun for a girl and a boy. And Slinky mobiles with big slinky wheels and pistons that move as you go. It makes a great sound when you pull it around. The driver's an old-timey fellow. A slinky dog, a slinky train, many more wonderful toys. You tug the string, they do their thing. They're great for girls and boys. They're Slinkies, really wonderful toys. They're Slinkies, they're fun for girls and boys. Slinky, Slinky Dog, Slinky Mobile, all Slinky toys sold separately by James Industries.
Slinky, that was the Slinky song, which some of you might recognise the tune from Ren and Stimpy, where they appropriated it for Log. What rolls downstairs alone or in pairs, runs over your neighbour's dog.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if you can express an appreciation of Ren and Stimpy anymore because the guy behind it.
I never really watched it, so it was on like in the background and my brothers would watch it.
Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about today.
It's not.
We're here to talk about this.
Doing.
Doing.
Oh, I won't get that.
We'll get the other one. I've got you one too. Look, you have to just scratch the mic.
Scratch the mic.
Look at that. It's the Slinky.
These always get
I can't do
tagged
this, right? There was a boy in the advert that I've put at the top of this episode who could do a thing that made it fall from hand to hand. I can't do it. I can't do it. Why could he do it?
Because he's magic.
No, he did it and I can't do it.
You're doing it.
No,
you are doing it.
That's not doing it. Look, that's just putting it from one.
Well, you have to let it stretch out. Okay, it helps to not have your hands right next to each other because then it just ends up being this. Yeah, you gotta let it like.
I don't know.
You gotta give it somewhere to go.
But I can't get the other hand there quick enough. I want it to go from hand to hand.
What if we could throw it to each other?
I don't. It's not happening the way I wanted it
Catch
to.
it.
I wanted it to be
good.
spectacular.
It was spectacular.
Bahute. Slinky. Look.
I can't believe I'm seeing this.
Hey, I'll get to it in a minute. But the Slinky inventors also invented googly eye glasses. Did you know that? You did know that.
No.
Why are you nodding at me?
Because I've seen something that's making me laugh.
What?
It's inappropriate.
What? No, don't point to my weenus.
I'm not pointing to your weenus. I'm pointing to how and where you've placed your toy sausage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't pointing to your weenus. No, it's
I
just
thought
show
you were
people
saying I
it
could
was
use this like as a joke weenus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I just wanted to put that in there and see what happened.
Yeah, not much is going to happen. Ooh.
She's
Ooh,
great.
rude. Oh, God.
Sanya's out of control. So, what do you know about Slinky? What do you remember about Slinky? That noise, I think you're going to have to stop doing that now because it's going to get annoying every time you hit the mic with it.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. What's your history with Slinky? Go on, talk to me.
It was good fun. but I've never had a metal one, but the ones that we used to get as kids would get tangled up within the space of like 2 hours, and then they were unusable.
Oh.
What's your history with Slinky?
I don't know if I ever had one as a child. I certainly played with them. I certainly had friends who had them. I don't think I had one.
Really?
I mean, I know...
I loved them. And they make good bracelets for kids.
Do they?
They don't fit my bracelet.
They don't fit your bracelet?
They don't fit my wrist. Actually,
Ow!
if I put my hand in there, I'm
Ow!
gonna get...
No! Ow!
Ow!
Oh!
No! That's a really bad idea.
Yeah, well, that was your fault for inspiring me to do it. Those imitative behaviour. Ow! That's my bad finger. Look.
Oh no.
This is an awful video.
Why do we
It's got
always
off to
do dangerous stuff on here?
Shouldn't be dangerous. It's a bloody Slinky.
Slice his hands open.
Right. Well, I'll tell you some facts about it.
Yeah.
I've got the facts.
Save the day with facts.
The Slinky was invented and developed by American naval engineer Richard T. James from Aphex Twin in 1943.
Whew.
So it's old. Whoa!
Phew.
Kin'ow! Kin'ow!
That is one old Slinky.
Sake!
Sake.
You ever tried that Japanese drink? Sake.
I like warm sake.
Yes, sake. So apparently he was developing a system that was. What are you smiling
Laughing
about?
at sake.
That he was trying to develop a system that would stabilise on ships, like kind of radio equipment. So
Right.
using springs.
Right.
So the sea would move and the thing on top would kind of go, so it wouldn't kind of rattle around.
Yeah.
However, while he was developing that, he knocked a load of tools off a workbench, including a large spring which walked across the floor.
That's so cool.
Yeah, well, that's what he said. He went, bloody hell.
I'm going to sell those.
He went, kin hell.
Sake.
Sake, what is that?
Alright.
So I've read that bit. He returned home that evening, reeling with joy. Whoa! Whoa! I'm just reenacting
And
the
his
story.
wife was like, "You look so joyful, husband. What has brought forth all this joy?"
Well, it's funny you should mention his wife. She's a big part of the Slinky story. A big part of the Slinky
Is she?
story. His wife is called Betty. Woo, Betty. Sake. He said, this is a direct quote, this is exactly what he said to his wife Betty.
Yeah.
He said, I think if I got the right property of steel and the right tension, I can make it walk. That's exactly what he said.
Right. Okay.
It says here. So he spent a year tinkering with materials and springs to get the right tension and material, and he eventually settled. Took him a year. Eventually settled on just the right combination of high carbon steel wire, 0.0575 inches in diameter, and he realised it could walk down staircases.
Only down staircases. I kind of
Well,
want to glue these two together and make like a really long Slinky.
Hey, that's a point. That's a
Like
point.
maybe 3 together and then
Is
have them.
is
kind
it
of-
possible to have a Slinky that's too long?
I mean, I'm imagining so because he's measured everything and found
Yeah.
the correct.
If
Oh, I
you
can't
had a
touch that
top-
one yet.
Don't
Well,
touch-
this one's quite long. I
Okay,
can't
let's
touch
get
that
it. Let's
one
get
yet.
it out. We've got another Slinky here.
That one seems longer, doesn't it? What do you reckon we could super glue
Oh.
them together? Whoa!
Oh.
Rainbows.
Oh, this isn't metal.
Oh, what's that made of?
Oh.
Oh my god, it's everywhere.
I can't put it back.
What?
Right,
Yeah, that's super long.
there it is. Ah! It's got a life of its own. This is very long,
Yeah.
but I wonder if you look,
This one's wider.
it's wider, and I wonder if stop it.
Make it go
these
inside.
these look thicker. The rings look thicker because this is plastic. But I wonder if it's still got the same number of rings.
Well, it would have to have
Tell
the
you what,
same
while I'm
tension,
talking, you
wouldn't
count them. You count them.
Nah.
God's sake. You hold that.
Okay. Oh, it's so light.
Yeah.
It's really light compared to the other one.
Pretty, isn't it?
Oh my god, it's out of control.
So he tested it out on
Yeah.
kids from his neighbourhood who found they all loved it. But when he tried to sell it to a local shopkeeper, this is a direct quote here. The shopkeeper said, this is actually what the shopkeeper said. Direct quote.
Yeah.
The shopkeeper said, this is the atomic age in toys. Kids want big, bright, fancy things with lots of colour and lights. An old beat-up spring, we couldn't get that away if it played God Bless America and picked the Daily Double at Hilalaya as it walked down the steps.
Hilalaya.
It's a race course. I had to look it up.
Well, he was a naysayer, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
And he was wrong because, first of all, this one is bright and colourful.
Yes. Okay, what?
Imagine if we did that.
Don't put them in your lap. It's making me feel funny. It's making, I'm having complicated feelings.
In what way?
I like.
What, does it scare you?
Yeah,
See what
it
I've done?
scares.
I've created a piece of art. No, tell me why it bothers you.
Okay, let's not dwell on it. They get it. They
Is
get
it a rude
it.
thing?
Jesus Christ! I just want to move on from it. It was a throwaway comment.
Oh, I just want to understand.
Oh, okay, I've had enough of it now. Right. James and Betty borrowed $500 to manufacture the first Slinkies.
That's very cheap.
Well, this was 1940 something.
That's very expensive.
Initial sales proved sluggish, but soared after Gimbel's department store in Philadelphia allowed demonstrations for Christmas 1945, just after the war. Whoa!
Whoa!
Yeah, because that's what everyone said when they went into the shop and they saw the Slinky. They went, whoa!
Sake.
Sake. So it was a big hit, sold its entire inventory of 400 units.
Ooh.
When James and his wife...
Business is booming.
When James and his wife debuted the contraption the following year at the American Toy Fair, the reception was incredible. After viewing James's grassroots sales pitch, hundreds of toy stores and retail chains clamoured to place their orders. By the end of 1947, the Slinky was a national phenomenon, and not just as a toy. One fashionista revealed the must-have Christmas decoration of that year was a Slinky dipped in gold paint and sparkling glitter.
Wait, hang on. They used a Slinky dipped in gold paint and glitter as a Christmas decoration.
Yeah, hang them up.
Like that?
Yeah. I mean,
you could.
you could. It would
but-
make your house look like a 1950s sci-fi film.
Yeah, I'm not sure how pretty that is. It's just bizarre. Imagine like you walked into your house at Christmas and someone had decorated it with like millions of these hanging off the ceiling. We should see if you can put like a foam ball in there, if you can like flick it.
Yeah, we could try that in a
Oh,
minute.
I don't have a foam ball.
A flown ball.
Foam ball.
Um,
I can tie up a napkin into a ball,
yeah.
or
So,
get some silver foil.
yeah. So, James.
Yeah.
It's James. He opened up a machine shop in Albany, New York, and got to work. His resulting device, a mountainous hunk of steel the size of a grizzly bear, which is a weird thing to compare it to, but anyway, it was relatively simple. Wire was fed into a slot, smashed, and then very quickly coiled around thick metal bars. Whereas previously, it had taken a few minutes to make each Slinky, these could crank one out in less than 5 seconds. So he was able to mass produce them.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1.
Yeah, well,
1,
no.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, try counting to 5 seconds, not to kind of like approximately 2 seconds by counting to 5 really
God,
quickly.
yeah, I know.
Just because you're impatient. God, days take too long. I wish days were faster.
Nah, I'd never say that.
Yeah.
It means you're inching towards death. I want to try and string it out as long as possible.
Cheery.
You know when people say, I want the time to go faster? I don't ever want that, because it's like life already goes by so quickly. And every night before I go to sleep, I think about how quickly life's gone by. And it's sad. Let's talk about Slinkies.
I don't want to anymore. I don't want to. You've ruined it.
Let me count really slowly to get
No,
us back.
they don't care. They can all imagine how long 5 seconds is.
Okay.
You don't need to simulate 5 seconds by counting during those 5 seconds. That's not simulated. How would you simulate time? You can't, can you? It just is. It is what it is.
Unless it's an illusion. Oh no, let's move on.
Slinky has had other uses over the years. I should say, by the way, if you're getting bored by this prattle fest, as one commentator called the previous episode, if you're getting bored by this prattle fest, there's a twist coming.
Oh, I can't wait.
Big twist.
There's a twist in the story of Slinky.
Yeah. There's no twist in that because that wouldn't work. Slinky's been used for other things other than as a toy.
Right.
It has appeared in the classroom as a teaching tool. Doesn't say for what. In the Vietnam War as a radio antenna. They used to attach these to their radio and sling them over a tree and it would extend the range. Because it would be able to extend like that. And
because it's metal.
Top bit would be over a tree. That was clever, wasn't it?
It is. Couldn't they just got a long straight wire to do that?
Well, they probably didn't have any.
Oh.
Don't know. I don't know. Why? I'm just reading out some cool facts and you're taking issue with them.
Sorry.
And don't pick holes in the facts.
Okay.
I read that fact in 3 different places, so it was true. Why don't you go back in time? Why don't you go to a Veterans Association meeting and kind of call them all idiots? Why don't you do that?
I'm not saying
why don't you
they're
spit?
idiots. I'm
Why don't
just
you
saying...
spit on the grave of all those fallen soldiers?
Sorry.
Maybe you'd have won the Vietnam War if you hadn't wasted so much time playing with Slinkies, you losers.
I didn't say that. I just said wouldn't have straight ones been easier. But let's not bring that up again.
In its first 60 years, the Slinky sold 300 million units. James and his wife, Betty, had formed James Industries to manufacture the Slinky. Mm-hmm. There were other spin-off toys, the Googly Eyes, which when I talked about that, you didn't seem to care or you seemed to get distracted. Didn't you, like you are now?
Yeah, because I'm thinking why I got distracted.
Why?
Was it? No, I'm not going to bring it up. It's fine.
I've forgotten what it was now.
You don't want to know.
There was also Susie the Slinky Worm, the Slinky Train, Loco, and this Slinky Crazy Eyes, which have been better known these days as Googly Eyes.
Googly Eyes.
Googly
I always wanted a pair of Googly Eyes glasses.
I tried to buy some for this episode, but unfortunately,
I
did
you
used to have some.
had.
But I know, but they weren't going to come in time.
Oh, that's such a shame.
If I order some today,
Would they?
And they come before I put this episode out, I'll drop in some footage now. In 1952,
Yes.
a Slinky fan named Helen Malsed.
Yeah.
Well, hang on.
She only spoke ill about people and things.
What?
Helen Mal said.
Mal.
Mal said. Mal is bad, isn't it? And said, speak. So Mal said she only spoke ill of people and things.
Like you in Vietnam War veterans.
No, that's so not true.
Try telling them that.
I just did. Sake.
What's the most famous Slinky toy before I get on to Malsed?
The most famous Slinky toy is the original Slinky.
Next to the Slinky Slinky.
Slinky dog.
Yes, well done. Helen Malsed invented the Slinky dog. She sent the company a drawing of her idea.
Right.
Which went on to sell millions of units, and Malsed received a royalty of $65,000 every year for the next 17 years.
Nice.
Yeah, and as they described it in a video that I saw, you would pull the dog along,
Yeah.
and its fanny would take a few seconds to catch up.
Oh, as in the American version of Fanny.
Yeah, yes. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Why would you say something like that?
It doesn't mean anything rude in America.
That's true.
And then in 1960, James T. whatever his name was, the inventor of the Slinky,
Yes.
ran off to join a cult in Bolivia.
Is that the twist? I did not see that coming.
Yeah. So over the years leading up to 1960, he'd basically nearly bankrupted the company and the couple by donating to this extremist Christian sect.
Right.
And they set themselves the goal of trying to translate the Bible into every language. And that's what they did in the Bolivian rainforests.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so that's why he left his company and went to live there so he could translate the Bible into every language.
Yeah. His wife
That's
called
dedication.
Them, his wife called them a cult. Well, yes.
So, did his wife not go with him then?
No, she did not.
Or she didn't approve?
She did not approve. They got divorced the same year.
Oh.
Because as Betty said, his name, Richard, that's his name, Richard James, that's it.
Okay, that's nice to know.
Aphex Twin. He says he was a charismatic man who got used to being a big shot and liked the attention he got while confessing his sins of adultery.
To who?
To the
to the priest in Bolivia.
Yeah, or to
That's not a lot of attention. It's like from one person.
That's what she said. Take it up with Betty.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do that.
She said these religious people always had their hands out. He had given so much away that was almost bankrupt. His son, Tom, said, Pop used to say money means nothing to me, and he would tear it up. I'd find it and tape it back together.
Oh.
So.
He's a character.
He left Betty the company.
Right.
At this point, Slinky sales had dipped after the wartime boom.
Yeah.
And obviously the company was in financial trouble. Mm-hmm. And it was Betty who reinvigorated it.
And how did she do that?
Well, partly by neglecting her children and throwing all her energies into the company. She had 6 kids. Imagine that, Sanja. It was her that commissioned the famous Slinky jingle.
Who walks the stair without a care and shoots so high in the sky, bounce up and down just like a clown. Everyone knows it's Slinky, the best present yet to give or get, but costs a little to buy. The hit of the day when you're ready to play. Everyone knows it's Slinky, it's Slinky, it's Slinky. For fun it's the best of the toys. It's Slinky, it's Slinky, the favorite of girls and boys. It's Slinky, for fun it's the best of the toys. It's Slinky, the favorite of girls and boys. Everyone wants a Slinky, you ought to get a Slinky.
Yes, and she moved the company back to their hometown where it was cheaper to have factory space.
Right.
She paid for an aggressive marketing campaign, but it was the jingle that gave Slinky its second lease of life in the 60s and 70s.
And then it had a reboom?
Resurgence in Toy Story, yeah, because of Slinky Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, which they redesigned Slinky Dog to look like the one in the
What
film.
year did Toy Story come out?
95, I think. Betty had always wanted it to be pocket money price. She always kept the price of the Slinky below $1.
Oh, cool.
With
Is it still now? No.
No,
Probably like
ones.
£15 for one or something.
Yeah. Slinky was originally $1, but many paid much more due to price increases of spring steel throughout the state of Pennsylvania. This is all really boring. Betty says so many children can't have expensive toys, and I feel a real obligation to them. I'm appalled when I go Christmas shopping, and $60 to $80 is nothing for a toy. Blah, blah, blah. I'm running out of steam here. The plastic Slinky was invented by Donald James Room Sr. in the 1970s. He came up with the idea as he was playing with different techniques to produce a spiral hose for watering plants. So again, even the plastic Slinky, such as that one, which you can't stop fiddling with, can you?
It'll make a nice necklace.
Okay, I do like that. Actually, I quite like that.
Oh, wait, I can do this. I can do this.
I want to read the facts.
But yeah, but you want to read the facts with some bling around your neck.
You're trying to adorn me.
Yeah. Facts are better and juicier when you have bling around your neck. Or do you want it as a headband?
I don't really want any of this to be happening at all.
Headband or necklace? Quick decision making.
Necklace, because it's nearly there.
There. Beautiful. Oh my God. Who is this guy? He's so fly.
So, I read something good then, but I
Please.
didn't read it out.
Please share.
Apparently, a slinky, if you, I've thrown that bit of paper on the floor.
You can get it.
I can't be bothered.
Reach down.
If you, where's the metal slinkies? Why
It's
have you?
here,
Why,
right here. It's all
if you
right.
hold it up in
Everything's
the air and
okay.
swing it around, hit it with a stick.
Yeah.
Apparently, it makes a cool noise like a laser gun.
If you hit it with a stick.
Yeah.
I've got a broom.
Yeah, get a broom. I'll swing it. No. Come on now. Okay. I'll swing. You hit.
That's going to sound great on the...
Who cares? I want to. Oh, now look what's happened.
See, that's what always would happen.
Oh, for God's sake. No, I've done it. I've amended it. DIY, cool.
That's your year's worth of DIY
Yeah.
right there.
Right. Okay, prepare. Let me get a head of steam up first.
Oh, you don't want to hit it yet. Oh, poor picture.
Yeah, just go now, quick. Well, it doesn't sound like a laser gun at all.
That sounds like a cool crash.
Something else we have here.
Now, this one is amazing.
Look at this big slinky. Oh, doo. Boobies. Boobies.
Alright.
Shuffling cards. I used to do this with a slinky. I used to go, you pick a card.
Oh.
And then you fan it out.
Pick a card.
No, you've got to fan it out. So you do this.
Oh, this one is
Because
so
I can't
satisfying.
shuffle, so I'll do this. Like I think, oh, that must be what it feels like. And then you go, look at my cool tricks, Sanja, please. That I'm shuffling.
Yeah.
I'll go. If I was doing that with cards, you'll be impressed.
I'd be so
wouldn't you? And then I go
impressed.
like this, pick a card.
That was your trick.
What?
Oh, that's amazing. Shall we try and hit this with a wooden
It's
stick?
not going to do it. It's plastic.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
shame.
but I could try. Okay, let's try and see if this one.
So, do you need to get
If I hold a bit like that.
up to speed?
Yeah. That's not working, is it? Try that again.
Okay.
I'll probably have if I stand up, but then they'll just see my belly and the fact that my flies are undone. This isn't working, is it? Oh, look. Oh.
Great.
Well, what they've really come here for is some science.
That's what we do best.
Yeah.
That's what we do best on here.
What I want to know.
Science galore.
What I want to know. What's the fastest slinky? Would it be a big one? A regular metal one, or a long
Plastique.
plastic? I think we should go out and test these.
You guess. You guess.
I can't. No. Why would it not stand up when I tell it to?
I didn't hear you tell it anything.
Okay, in my mind I was. No, it's a cursed
Use your
thing.
words, Paul.
There. That's the long. That's that one.
Thumbs up if you like this video. I gave us thumbs down.
Everyone's a critic.
Even the slinky. Oh.
Join us on location, which, depending on what I can be bothered to do, will either be the stairs, which are there.
Which
or-
are here, or we're actually going to go out of the house.
We were going to go to Harrow School.
Which is quite cool. We still might.
I don't know if we're allowed. What if we
It's
get like
outside.
fined?
It's outside.
Yeah, I know, but people are getting fined for sitting on benches.
We won't be sitting. We're not.
Well,
We're not
I'm
with
pretty
anyone
su-
else.
I know, but I'm pretty sure going to Harrow School and using a massive staircase there to run a load of slinkies down might be against the rules.
The outside staircase.
Join us from prison.
Cancel and delete. Don't joke about that.
Okay.
What did you say?
Obelisk. Obelisk. You filming me?
Yeah.
Don't stop! from the obelisk. Sanja. Look, stairs. Not me, the stairs. If we can find those stairs, they'd be perfect.
They
Stairs.
would be perfect.
Perfect slinky stairs.
Awesome. I'm actually videoing now.
I found the stairs. I'm not doing it. I'm not risking it.
Say that again.
I'm not risking it. Bus. Black taxi, get that as well. For our international viewers. See, we really do live in the United Kingdom.
We're not faking it
For now.
for now.
What are we doing, Sanja?
We are going to test out which Slinky is the fastest.
We found some suitably steep stairs.
Yeah.
I'm doing my flies up. Okay, number one. Ready?
Wow.
Let's do it again.
I think we have a clear winner.
No, we're doing it again.
Okay.
Right, let's try it this way. I'm not using that.
Come on, little guy. No, they're
It's
both
too wide.
they both stopped.
For God's sakes. Rubbish. Well, that was conclusive.
In.
Yeah, those results that we are definitely aware of were conclusive.
That's so conclusive.
They certainly proved something.
Yeah, beyond shadow of a doubt. Would they stand up in a court of law any day of the week?
Let's hope we don't have to for breaking
Or not?
lockdown restrictions.
We didn't break down lockdown restrictions. we didn't.
Break down, lockdown.
We didn't break down.
Just leave it.
Yeah.
Just leave it.
You're not breaking them if you're together and you live in the same house.
Don't know. They keep telling people to just stay home.
You're allowed 1 hour of exercise a day.
That's not exercising, is it? It's going out and letting those slinkies loose.
That's exercise. You have to catch them.
Gotta go to the top of the stairs.
That's exercise.
Yeah.
And you're not stopping, so you're not like hanging out with anyone.
We are stopping. We're not going to be running around in circles for the whole time.
Well, that's what you think.
We hadn't filmed that bit. But
Also,
we don't know what happened. We might have gone to
Also,
prison.
we can. Also, we can go to like the scary stairs where that bridge is. No one's ever there.
Apart from drug addicts.
There's no one ever there. No one is ever there.
Drug addicts.
No, I've never seen anyone there. It's just abandoned.
Maybe.
So that's another option. Which you would already know what we did.
Yeah.
Because you're in our future.
What?
So
You've simulated time.
you simulated time. You have proven that. I don't know what I'm saying now.
I think we finished.
Yes, I think.
Thanks for watching this shambles. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, do it. give us a thumbs up.
Give a thumbs up with the
Comment.
Slinky.
We do read all the comments. I just sometimes take a while to get around to replying because there's a lot. We're lucky.
We are
We're
very
much
lucky.
loved. Thank you.
Yes, I like reading the comments too.
Yeah. There you go. You happy with that? Oh look, you've got your hands in your muff. Your slinky muff. Bye everyone.
Goodbye.
What walks downstairs alone or in pairs and makes a slinkety sound? A spring, a marvelous thing. Everyone knows it's Slinky.